Break the Board Sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Click that like, hit subscribe, check out all of our content as we help you become a better handicapper, giving you trends and angles so you can bet your own games. If you don't want to do all the research or listen to trends and angles and you just want picks, you can go to the website breaktheboardsports.com. $1.37 a day. Let's hop right into it here. We're going to start out Wednesday night college football. We got Delaware at Jacksonville State. Right now, Delaware is a 3-point favorite. The over-under 57.5. Overwhelming support to the under here. 57% of ticket count, 81% of the money going to the under, 43% of ticket count, and 19% of the handle going to the over 57.5. Now that line, Delaware -3. The bets, as far as ticket counts, pretty much split. 49% of tickets to Delaware, 51% to Jacksonville State. But where there's the discrepancy is the handle. 62% of the handle to the Blue Hens of Delaware. 38% of the handle to the Gamecocks there of Jacksonville State. Diving into some numbers here, Delaware just 4-13 straight up their last 17 games overall, and they've been even more horrific on the road. 2-12 straight up their last 14 as they're just moving up from FBS. Now, Jacksonville State, they haven't been any bargain against the spread as of late, just 1-4 ATS over their last 5. As far as over-unders, overs have cashed 4 of the last 5 games Jacksonville State has played in. Totally opposite for Delaware. 4 of the last 5 they've played in has ticked down to the under. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. Jacksonville State, 11-5 straight up its last 16 games overall, and 7-0 straight up their last 7 games at home. When you look at the Gamecocks overall at home, ATS 7-3 their last 10, but as a straight up home underdog, 4-2 against the spread over their last 6. Now, a lot of these trends and stuff only goes back for moving up into Division I. So straight up as an underdog, 3-7 is Jacksonville State there to the number. When you dive into the head-to-head matchups on this, these two teams head-to-head have only played one time. That was back in 2021 down at Jacksonville State, a game in which the Blue Hens won 20-14. Delaware comes into this with a 3-2 straight up record, 2-1 ATS. Jacksonville State comes in 3-3 with a 2-4 ATS record. If you're looking at stats and all, which is very important, 29 points per game, 29.6 to be exact, for Delaware is what they're scoring per game, 29.5 for Jacksonville State. So these offenses mirror each other. Delaware giving up 26.4 points per game. Jacksonville State, 26.8 points per game. Just absolute mirror images. If you're looking at yardage offensively, 425.8 yards per game for Delaware, 421.3 yards per game for Jacksonville State. Delaware averaging giving up 393.8 defensively. Jacksonville State giving up just a little bit less, only 377. These teams are literally mirror images of each other from a statistical standpoint. First half money line, right now you can get Delaware minus at R28 at FanDuel. Delaware has hit the first half money line 4 of their last 5 games. If you've been following that, you're up 4.25 units, about a 10% return on your investment. Remember, we said Jacksonville State 5-1 straight up their last 6 at home. If you've been following them on the money line, you're up 4.95 units, a 20% return on your investment. Same thing, first half money line, they have cashed that. We talked about Delaware. 4 of their last 5 games is tipped to the under. If you've been following that trend, you're up 2.9 units, a 53% return on your investment. Again, last 7 games at home for Jacksonville State, 5-2 ATS, up 2.8 units, a 36% return on your investment. Now, when you look at this game a little bit further, I think the biggest thing is competition, right? And who have you played? For Delaware, they've had a good run. Western Kentucky, they lost that game by 3. Western Kentucky, a really good team. They put it on Florida International. UConn, they scooched by them by 3. But probably their biggest step up in competition was Colorado. and they lost that game 31-7. As to where you look at Jacksonville State, Sam Houston State, they struggled, barely got by them. They lost to Southern Miss. Murray State, who's an FBS school, they put on them. They lost to Georgia Southern, beat Liberty, but Liberty's down. And I really thought Jacksonville State was going to be a little bit better than what they've showed after that 17-10 loss at Central Florida, going down there, Central Florida in the heat week 1. I really thought that Jacksonville State was going to be a little bit better. There's no wonder this game is 2.5 most places. It truly is a coin flip to me. I don't think I'll have anything on this game. The only way I would bite on this game is if I got Jacksonville State catching 3.5. Again, the points per game defensively and offensively are the exact same. I think these teams are very evenly matched, hence why the line is 3 or less. I can't imagine Vegas going to Delaware minus 3.5. If they did, I would jump on Jacksonville State, but going to probably, the way things look right now, be a pass for me. Again, click that like, hit subscribe. Let's get to the second game of the Wednesday night doubleheader in college football. UTEP at Sam Houston State. UTEP laying 3, over under 47.5. Now on that over under, 54% of tickets, 78% of the handle going to the under. 46% of tickets, 22% of the handle going to the over 47.5. Right now, UTEP getting all the bets, 58% of tickets, but more importantly, 79% of the cabbage going their way. 42% of tickets, 21% of bets going to Sam Houston State. Now, UTEP 2-4 against the spread their last 6 games overall. In that span of their last 6 games, they're just 1-5 straight up. UTEP has been horrific on the road. They've really struggled. 1-9 straight up their last 10, and here they are laying points on the road. They're also not a very high offensive octane team. We'll get into that here in just a second, but the under is cashed 4 of the last 6 games for them. Sam Houston State mirrors them a lot. Again, these 2 coin flip games, I feel like Wednesday night. Sam Houston State 1-5 ATS their last 6. They've lost 6 straight games. The under, though, is cashed 7 of their last 8 games at home. So maybe something there you can dive into, help you out. Over the last 10 games for these teams, for UTEP and Sam Houston State, straight up record is exactly the same. Both teams 3-7. Again, Sam Houston State losing 6 in a row. But at home, straight up, Sam Houston State is 7-3 over their last 10. And ATS at home, they're 7-3 over their last 10. On the road, UTEP, again, 1-9 straight up as a road team for them. Last 10 games as a home underdog, straight up 500 ball for Sam Houston State, 4-4. But again, more importantly, 6-1-1 against the spread is Sam Houston State in that spot. When you look into UTEP comes in 1-5 against Sam Houston 0-6 against the spread. Neither one have been good. UTEP 2-4, Sam Houston State 1-5. These 2 teams have played each of the last 2 years. Last year, Sam Houston State went into UTEP and got the win 41-21. Year before that, in Sam Houston State, UTEP went in there and got the win 37-34. Statistically, again, 316 yards of offense per game for UTEP, 277s for Sam Houston State, 2 of the worst in the country. Sam Houston State, though, is giving up 463.8 yards per game. UTEP giving 103 less yards per game. They're only giving up 350 yards per game. Sam Houston State, they're scoring 17 a game compared to UTEP right now that's scoring 18.7. Hence the 2.5 some places, but there are a couple threes out there. Sam Houston State's defense has been horrific. They're giving up 39.5 points per game. UTEP giving a little less at 25.3 there for the Bearcats with the K for Sam Houston State. For me, again, both of these games I think are coin flips. If I could get a 3.5 plus 3.5 with Jacksonville State, I would take it. As far as Sam Houston State and UTEP, I would have to get a 3.5 for Sam Houston State to be able to take them. If not, I'd probably look at UTEP money line with some kind of 2-team parlay somewhere. Neither game I'm really enthused about betting. Again, always remember one of the greatest gifts we have as handicappers and bettors, and the best advantage we have over the books is we don't have to make a bet. There's so many games on the board, and I know every night you feel like you got to have action. But right now you got college football, NFL, hockey, the MLB playoffs, the NBA starting in a week. There's so much there to find you one or two good bets rather than betting a game that's a coin flip game that you don't really feel great about. Now, if I gave you some trends and you're like, man, I love that side, go for it. Trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust your handicapping. Again, recency bias can't come into play with football more than any sport. Whatever happened last week does not matter. It usually doesn't translate over, even with some of the better teams, both in the NFL and college. We're having a great season this week in the NFL. Only lost one game, ran the board. Monday Night Football, we had the Falcons and the Bears, 2 dogs winning outright. Check out our NFL show talking about the Steelers and the Bengals on Thursday Night Football. Click that like, hit subscribe. Again, I'm your boy RJ Cash. God bless and happy handicap.